to close the meeting of the Lindenwold Board of Trustees to order. Notice of this meeting has to do with advertising compliance with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Law. Please be advised that this meeting is being audio recorded for possibility of playback. Everyone, please rise to the flag.
Oh, sure. Start again.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilman DiDomenico, excuse absence. Councilwoman Hess.
Here.
Councilman Jackson.
Here.
Councilman Lankowski.
Here.
President Randolph Sharp.
Here.
Mayor Rose.
Here.
Councilwoman Simmons. Here.
All right, approval of minutes, entertain a motion for approval of minutes for December 23rd, 2020. Entertain a motion, please.
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Hess.
Yes.
Councilman Jackson.
Here.
Councilman Lankowski.
Abstain.
President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Councilwoman Simmons.
Yes.
Matters for discussion, I turn it over to Councilman Simmons.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So this is our health department meeting for this year with Lindenwold. So County Health Officer issued a code blue. It started at Sunday at 7 p.m. and it's going to run until 7 a.m. on the 24th. Reminder, cat dog license will be due. You'll have to pay $15 if it's your dog or cat is neutered, $20 if they're not, and you need a copy of your rabies certificate through October 2022. Remember, you can get the application online and you can just bring it right up here to the Borough Hall. Okay, Camden County Commissioner Rodriguez. On Camden County's website, I found a little thing she put out about cold weather tips to keep your pets safe this winter. So they didn't have it on county like paper or anything, but I did cut and paste it into Word and I have copies if anybody wants to read it. And just going to give you a couple of them. Okay, so if the temperature is below 32 degrees, if all possible, bring your animal inside. If your pet stays outside, you gotta give them a shelter. You need to be raised off the ground by a couple inches. Put some hay in it, have the opening face away from the wind so they can stay a little warm. Also be alert for signs of distress. If they're shivering, if you're cold, your animal's is probably cold. An animal's temperature is between 101 and 102. So their body temperature goes down faster than our body temperature, so the cold's going to hit them a lot more. That I did not know. Also, I didn't even think of this. If you're taking your pet out and you're walking them, don't let them drink out of puddles because antifreeze could be in some of the puddles, and then that is going to hurt your animal. Like that I never even thought of. Or other chemicals could be in there also. And we have our COVID update. So as of today, New Jersey has 9,711 confirmed cases just for one day. So this is the highest since the start of the pandemic. For the past week, it's been 6,000 or more every day of new cases. So the governor is asking everyone, keep your guard up. We're still in the pandemic. As of today, a total of 32 new cases for Lindenwold, with 32 deaths, and we've had a total of 2,866 cases. The state has had a total of 25,948 deaths, and the county has had 1,383. So there's a lot of families throughout the state losing loved ones and watching them suffer, or family members who do go through COVID and come out. Some of them are having long-term effects that they don't even know how long it's going to last. I know a couple people who now have asthma, who never had asthma, and they're in like their 40s and 50s, and they're getting it now. So it's showing that it's definitely hitting people's lungs and not good. Last meeting, I was asked about numbers, like from the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year for Camden County, new cases for January 1st was 282, with 5,500 for the state. So you always have to think, back then there wasn't a vaccine out. Back in January, it was just coming out at the end of January. So they were still learning stuff. Didn't have all these variants out there that we now have. So it's always going to change as new variants come. The CDC is strongly suggesting anyone aged 5 or older get fully vaccinated and receive your booster shot. It's the best way to protect people from the virus, slow down transmission, and reduce the likelihood of a new variant to start. The vaccines are showing that, again, they're keeping out of the hospital, they're not dying, people are, but they're still getting, pretty sick. So the shot's going to help with that. CDC is recommending everyone wear a mask in indoor settings, regardless of their status. The CDC and Governor Murphy recommend people get tested before they're gathering for the holidays. So you can either go get a test at a place, or you can do the home test. The home test you can do anywhere you want. If you have a positive test, you should isolate for 10 days. Inform your health provider that you tested and you were positive. Also, anyone you're close to, you need to contact them, let them know that you had COVID. Wear your mask and avoid any type of crowd. If you have a negative test, it means that it wasn't, the virus isn't in your body, it didn't show up on the test, but it doesn't rule out the infection. So they want you to still repeat that. The home tests, they're good, but they're not always accurate. So they said, take it for what it is, but it's better to know something than nothing. The governor said since the pandemic is going to get worse before it's better, he fears we're going to go back to capacity limits at some point, but he does not think we're going to close the state down again. The Delta variant is still very dominant in the U.S. The Omicron variant is in every state now. The CDC, like 4 weeks ago, they were saying, oh, it's very contagious. Then they said, oh, it's not that contagious. Well, we're back on it's very contagious. It's in the States, but it's going to go a lot worse before it gets any better. They are expecting a surge in the next couple of weeks. The World Health Organization says 89% of new cases that are confirmed are the Omicron cases, and that these cases are doubling every 1 to 3 days. I know I've said numerous times we are not out of this pandemic, and we still are not out of this pandemic. So everyone needs to take accountability for themselves, get their vaccination, let people know if they're vaccinated or not, wipe everything down, wear a mask. And it's the same we've all been hearing this holiday season. Just keep those families who have lost loved ones in your thoughts and prayers, because they have, an empty seat at their table. And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, we're going to open the meeting to the public for any questions or comments to deal with the Board of Health. Seeing none, close the meeting to the public and entertain a motion for adjournment, please.
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, agenda, council meeting, business meeting for December 22nd, 2021. Notice of this meeting has been duly advertised in compliance with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Law. Please be advised that this meeting is being audio recorded for possible later playback. Roll call, please.
Councilman DiDomenico excused absence. Councilwoman Hess.
Here.
Councilman Jackson.
Here.
Councilman Linkowski.
Here.
President Randolph Sharp.
Here.
Mayor Roach.
Here.
Councilwoman Sutton.
Here.
Entertain a motion to pay the bills, please.
Make a motion that the bills have been properly audited and signed, be approved for payment.
And a second, please. Second. Any questions on it? Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Hess.
Yes.
Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Linkowski.
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sutton.
Yes.
Second reading, ordinance 2021-20, an ordinance adding to the existing Lindenwold Code, Chapter 238, Article 4, regarding foreclosure properties. Entertain a motion, please.
I make a motion for second reading of ordinance 2021-20. The ordinance be adopted on second reading and published according to law.
Before I go with the second, I have to open this to the public.
Okay.
Anyone from the public wishing to speak on second reading of ordinance 2021-20? Seeing none, close the meeting to the public and
You want to do it again? Okay. So I make a motion that, that's okay. Second reading ordinance 2021-20. This ordinance be adopted on second reading and published according to law.
and a second, please.
I'll second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Hess.
Yes.
Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Linkowski.
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sutton.
Yes.
Next, the items listed below are considered routine by the Borough of Lindenwold and will be acted upon in one motion. There will be no formal discussions of these items. If discussion is desired, this item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. Entertain a motion for...
At the top, next, that was the top of the page.
Yeah, resolution 2021-211 through 218.
Make a motion for consent agenda items, resolution consent agenda items 2021, 211 through 218.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Hess,
Yes.
Councilman Jackson,
I abstain in reference to resolution 2021-212.
And with remaining resolutions?
Yes.
Councilman Onkowski,
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sutton.
All right, this time we're going to open it to council. Anyone from council have anything they'd like to represent?
Oh, I do. A couple of things. First of all, I'd like to thank the Lindenwold Police Department. I don't know whether any that are here aware or not, but on December 17th, on TikTok, it went viral. It was supposed to be a day of violence across the country for schools. Our police department was proactive. They worked very well with the school in coordinating safety, putting extra officers on duty at all the schools, and I'm thankful to say that there was no occurrence of violence at our schools. And if you look at the news, there were several schools across this region that were on shutdowns due to bomb scares and different things. So I'd like to really thank the police department for working with the schools and keeping our young people safe. Also, January the 25th, there's a special election from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's the bail, God, I don't work too much, the bond referendum. With the special for the new building. So if you're available and you want to participate in that election, it's from 2 to 8 on January the 25th. School will be closing for the Christmas break. So we hope all our children have a very safe and happy holiday. I hope that all our employees and our public, our residents also have a great holiday, safe one, and a time to reflect and just be thankful for whatever it is that you have. There's always someone that has less than what you have. And so hopefully it's a time that you can be grateful and just reflect on that. And be kind to each other, because life is short. It's too short to be mean. And then the last thing I want to say, because I am an avid bird watcher, a little known fact about me, and I have noticed in the last 2 weeks that there's been a red-tailed hawk flying through Lindenwold, screeching like an owl. So if you hear something weird on the top of your head and you look up, it has a pretty nice wingspan. It's a pretty beautiful bird. It's pretty deadly. And I'm afraid that it's been hanging around my house because my neighbor has 2 little small teacup Yorkies that she lets out in the backyard. So I left her a note yesterday and told her that she might not want to leave them unattended in the yard because there is a hawk flying around. But it is a beautiful bird, so if you see it, show some appreciation. You saw them in the summer too? Yeah, show some appreciation. It's nice to have all of them. Yeah, somewhere. So happy Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays to everyone, and I hope you have a safe one and look forward to seeing you in the new year. And I may have to leave before we go into open because I have a Zoom call that I have to get on. Thank you.
Happy holidays, everyone. Happy New Year.
Yeah, I just want to comment on 21-20. It's good that council re-upped that to include the townhouses and condos. Foreclosed houses are a big problem there. We deal with it on our block. It's nice it's proactive that we're selling the bodies and addressing those things. I'd also like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilman Gamble?
Yeah, I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I also want to thank the Lindenwold Police Department. They helped the Guadalupe Church. They had a religious parade last Saturday. So they came from St. Luke over to here, and the police were really, really helpful in reference to that parade. And also, Nick, which I've mentioned many a times, myself, my daughter, my family, many other people, we will be doing the pole bear plunge again for those who want to come down January 1st. down in Lang City to see me in November. Again, happy New Year. So good.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Just about seniors, that, keep an eye on the seniors that are out there for the holiday season. A lot of them can't get together with their families. They miss their families, they miss, even if they can see them, they still touch them or anything, so they're missing all that. People get very depressed. So maybe check in a little more. If they know how to do FaceTime, maybe you can FaceTime with them and have your kids or grandkids there, just to pick them up a little bit. And everyone have a great holiday and a happy New Year. And Justin, it's been good working with you.
Thank you very much. I'm saving my comments for the second.
All right, this time I would like to open the meeting to the public. Anything the public wishes to, I'm sorry, wait.
All right, I just wanted to just say a little bit about the generosity and the kindness of the mayor. He doesn't know that I know this, but last week, I believe it was last week or the week before, the police department took several kids from Lindenwold to shop at Walmart, shop with the cop, and that each of them received a $200 gift card to shop at Walmart. Well, the mayor went along with those children, rode the bus with them, and for those that went over their limit, the mayor was there to help them out. And I just wanted to just commend you, Mayor, on being there, supporting the youth in this community, and just showing your generosity and your kindness. So you didn't know that I do that, but I just wanted to share it with everyone, that the mayor does have a good heart, and I just wanted to, again, just express gratitude for what you did with those, for those children.
That's the room mom syndrome. That's when you're a room mom and you go on a trip and none of the kids have money for lunch and you end up paying for everybody's lunch.
Well, I just know, and first of all, I didn't deal with the recognition or anything.
Oh, absolutely, I just wanted to share it.
I just, and I'm going to find out who told me. But, no, I just remember my kids were growing up, that when they wanted something, they wanted something really bad, that I pretty much at least got them that. And I wasn't able to do that before, but I was lucky enough that my mom left me some money, and I wanted to share it and give it back to the community and make sure that these kids had what they wanted and what they were good. And the best part about it was that they were buying for their families first before they bought for themselves.
That's awesome.
And that was so impressive to me.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what it was that was over, I didn't care, I just picked it up. And also, one of our police captains was at a different register that I didn't know about, picked up for one of the children that was missing too. So anyway.
So I just
thank
wanted
you so much.
to say that, but I also wanted to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Exactly. All right, this time I'll open the meeting to the public. Anyone from the public wishing to speak, please raise your hand and try to keep it to 5 minutes. Mr. Terry, you're more than welcome.
Diane Pateri, 637 Fifth Avenue. First, Mayor, I want to know why we're approving minutes that are a year old from December 23rd of 2020, which is what's on the list here, instead of approving minutes from prior. The second thing I wanted to say is for the Joint Land Use Board, would I be able to get a list of who the candidates were and how this person was selected, like what was her qualifications to make her the best out of all the candidates? And the third thing is, today is 7 absence for Mr. Domenico, when it's supposed to be 5. And I've noticed since the day he's threatened me, he has not been here since. So is there something that I need to know? Because he's missed the last time.
All right. Anyone else from the public wishing to speak? Seeing none, close the meeting to the public and entertain a motion to open back up to council. Does anybody wish to answer Mrs. Materi's questions?
I will. Diane, the reason that we're approving the health minutes from last year is because the health department has that meeting once a year.
It doesn't say health minutes, it just approval of minutes.
Right, but at the very top it does say it's the Lindenwold Board of Health meeting piece. And so we do it once a year, so we approve the minutes at the next time we do it.
Anyone else?
Mayor, there were a couple of other members of the public that wanted to speak. We missed you.
Excuse- Who?
Myself and I think maybe this lady here. Thank you, sir. I just wanted to follow up on a couple things that we had been emailing back and forth about.
Wait a second, I'm sorry. We're closed to the public. Your session's over. All right, the only thing I want to say is,
That's
you
why
want to
I
speak to
started with, sir,
I'm
that there were
sorry.
a couple of people who
Yeah.
missed when you opened, but that's okay. It's fine.
Did you want to speak to?
all right, listen.
This lady wanted to speak also, Mayor. Like, you just jumped to a conclusion that everybody's done.
Okay, I'm sorry. Council wants to open back up to the public.
Make a motion to open it back up.
Make a motion to open back up to the public. Make a motion to close the council and make a motion to open up to the public.
So moved.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you. I'm
Hi,
sorry.
yes, my name is Barbara Walton. I'm here representing Lighthouse of Deliverance Gospel Church. And as you spoke of giving back, and that's our mission to give back to the community. And so I'm here just to see how the council is done and where can we play our role in giving back to the community. And that's it.
Anyone else?
Do you have a card? Ms. Walton, do you have a card?
No, I don't have a card.
Okay, I'll get your contact number, please.
All right.
Sorry, guys. So the two things that we had outstanding on our list that we had been emailing you guys about that we hadn't got the answer yet on. One is the community center and access to it. We had sent some documents, applications that other towns use to allow access to the community center for things like birthday parties or bridge clubs or whatnot. Wondered if we could get some feedback on that. Second thing was for Cheryl Randall-Sharp. Last meeting you had mentioned something about an events tab on the website. We don't see that yet. We're just
I'll show it to
wondering.
you on my phone after the meeting.
Okay, fair enough. And the third thing is just a piece of good news and a thank you. The new welcome to Lindenwold signs are beautiful. Thank you for those and happy holidays. Thanks.
Anyone else in the public who can speak? Seeing none, close the meeting to the public and entertain a motion to go back to the council.
So moved.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. All right, I just have one thing that I wanted to bring up, and it's pretty much that I want to thank Councilman Jackson for the years of service that he's given to this community. All of the implementations of things for Park and Rec that have made our kids secure, safe, the construction department, the code enforcement, changing and making our town look a lot cleaner than it looked. And I just wanted to thank you so much for all the hard work you did in your years of service.
Thank you.
To the Borough of Lindenwold.
Thank you very much.
So,
It's been a pleasure.
thank you. And with that, I'd like to say Merry Christmas to everyone, Happy New Year, and please stay safe. Our reorg is January 5th at 5 p.m. And I'm asking that everybody, because most towns are doing this virtually, they're not doing it live. So if you don't have to be here, I'd ask that you recognize the people that are going to be sworn in, that they have their families and stuff with them. So just please, social distance, don't move the chairs, and keep everybody safe. Please. With that, entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Have a great holiday.